There was a warm glow in the mountains above Sundance this past week. Hundreds standing in line for a chairlift vigil to honor a man whose legacy is as solid as the mountain itself. This is Lee Cowan. Robert Redford spent most of his life up here in the Utah mountains. It's where we first met him back in 1994.
When he comes down the mountain, suddenly he's Robert Redford.
There was a gentleness between Redford and our Charles Kuralt. After all, the outdoors meant the world to both of them.
Every time I come up this canyon, every time I see that and feel it, I realize that I'm not taking it for granted.
Go take me out of winter, Bobby.
For someone so big, so famous, so incandescent, he seemed heroically untouchable. And yet he was always more than gracious with us.
I picked a spot that I thought was special.
Years after that first interview, he sat down with our Rita Braver. And a few years after that, he met with me.
You see, though, that range there, that's the Jemez Mountain range.
Across the decades, he never really changed. His passions, his principles, his politics, each was as firmly grounded as he was.
That's better.
As a kid growing up in Southern California, he'd watch other stars romance their way across the screen. Frankly, back then, he thought it was all pretty silly.
Anytime there was a love scene on the screen, we'd go, "Oh, boo, you tell him, lover," and make fun of the scene. Suddenly the idea that I would be that guy is just too much for me to take.
Hello, good people.
It wasn't always the heartthrob, of course.
General, this is Dan Rather.
Especially in his later works. In the film All Is Lost, it was all him. For an hour and 45 minutes, he rarely even spoke. But we watched because it was Redford. He was 77 when he shot that. He was 81 when he did The Old Man and the Gun.
You walk right up, look her in the eye, and you say, "Ma'am, this is a robbery." And you show her the gun like this.
It was that film, he told us, that would likely be his last.
It's hard for me to hear that when you say it.
It's hard for me to say it.
Yeah?
Well, yeah, you don't like talking about your end. I mean, who does?
Among his more than 80 films, many have become classics.
How do you do, old sport? I'm Gatsby.
He defined what a leading man was. And yet when it came to his cultivation of younger filmmakers, celebrity was never a part of the conversation.
Hi, how are you?
His Sundance Institute wasn't looking for stars, it was looking for storytellers. Glenn Close was in it from the beginning.
I think he's an extraordinary man, and I think the fact that he put his money and his time and his influence where his mouth was in this industry is remarkable.
With or without the records, they'll remember you.
His activism left us with a lot to think about. Our place in the world, the false pride of celebrity, the need for wild places. At a time when some Hollywood voices are being discounted, Robert Redford reminds us that a voice in the wilderness can indeed echo a long way.